Hey everyone, this is Online Tale, and welcome back to another video. So, in this video we're going to be talking about more study strategies. Recently, I have been relaxing too much. Now, everybody knows that relaxing is a good thing, up to a certain point. Because if you relax too much, then you start losing your work time, and then you end up spending the whole day watching anime, and don't do anything productive at all. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some tips to make your work time more productive and some strategies to stop yourself from getting sucked in to those leisure activities. So the first tip to being more productive with your work time is to not multitask. Now I know everyone thinks that they can multitask, but what you're really doing is splitting your attention and making sure that it takes longer to get stuff done. So yesterday I tried watching an AP US history video and working on my American literature term paper at the same time. After the video was over, I had written one sentence in my term paper and I couldn't remember a single thing from the video. And so I had to rewatch the entire video and give it my undivided attention. Basically, I just wasted all that time because I didn't get anything done. So don't multitask. Another tip to help boost your productivity is to change scenery. So I usually work in my bedroom, but after working there for like 3 or 4 hours, I needed to get out of there. And as soon as I moved into the living room, it was like I got a huge boost in my productivity. Sometimes all you need is a change of scenery to get the creative juices flowing again. Another thing you might consider is reserving each study location for a different topic. So this is what I mean by that. Basically, in my bedroom, I have reserved it for AP study only. I have all of my AP textbooks on the side, very easy to grab. And then upstairs at my desk, I only do schoolwork there. So basically, whenever I walk into my bedroom, my brain knows it's time to study for AP tests. And when I walk upstairs to my desk, my brain knows it's time to study for schoolwork. On a similar note, you can listen to specific genres of music or playlists or even artists when you're studying a specific subject. So for example, whenever I study physics, I listen to Panic at the Disco. And so whenever my brain hears Panic at the Disco, it knows it's time to study physics. Another tip is to study with friends. So while we're all quarantined at home, we feel kind of bored. And studying just makes that boring feeling even worse. So you can study with your friends to help alleviate that boredom and still be productive. Also, studies show that when you are teaching things to your friends or peers, you retain that knowledge better. So keep that in mind. This last tip, I think, is the most helpful. Basically, you should get an agenda, but if you don't have that, literally any piece of paper will work, and grab a pencil or pen and write down what you're going to do for the whole day. Preferably, you should do it the night before, so that way you don't have to wake up and think about it. You can just go and start your day off with the first task that you assigned yourself to do. And that way you somewhat hold yourself accountable because you write those things down so that way you remember it. And then you can go back and look and see like, oh, okay, I completed this task. Oh, I didn't complete that task. I think I should push it back for tomorrow. Oh, I completed all these. And you can see the progress that you've done, or you can see the progress that you didn't do and kind of guilt yourself into like being more productive tomorrow. So now let's move on to strategies to stop yourself from being sucked into leisure activities like watching Netflix, anime, YouTube, and playing Minecraft. So the first strategy is to delete whatever is sucking up all of your time. For me, that would be deleting Minecraft. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, it takes like 30 seconds to download it again, and at most 30 seconds to sign in again. So there's nothing forcefully stopping me from playing Minecraft again. But that's not the point. The goal is to give yourself that one extra minute of time to think about whether I should be playing Minecraft or studying. Think about it. If you had to run a lap around your neighborhood every single time you wanted to use your phone, you would use your phone a lot less. Now, deleting whatever is sucking out most of your time is the same concept. You're making it more inconvenient for yourself to access whatever is sucking up your time. And so that way, that one extra minute or that whole lap around your neighborhood is giving you some time to think about whether or not you should be wasting your time or studying. Another method that I use is screen time. So on Apple devices, you can see how much time you've spent on an app every week or every day. And there's another feature that allows you to block an app after you've spent a certain amount of time on it. And yet another feature called downtime, which lets you block all apps for a certain time period. Now, there's a catch. For this method to be effective, there has to be a way to force yourself to stop using that app once you've reached that time limit. You can set a password, but if you know the password, then that's useless because you're just going to type in the password again and go right back to your movie. So what I did was I had my parents set a password on my phone to limit my game time and my YouTube time. And so whenever it's over, I have to go ask my parents, which that's kind of scary. I'm not going to do that. So basically, I'm held accountable. So I only spend this much time on YouTube, only this much time playing games. So it works really well. Many of you might be disgusted by the idea of letting your parents control how much time you spend on your phone and how you spend your time on your phone. But if you feel like there is no way for you to control how much time you spend watching movies or how much time you spend playing games, then you should definitely try this out because it is guaranteed to work if you block all the apps on all of your devices. When I first started doing this, I was so bored that I actually wanted to study. It was so crazy. Now, if you don't have an Apple device, I'll put some links in the description for some apps that do exactly the same thing. But that's all for this video. This is Online Tail, aka Online Technology Assisted Learning Experience, and I'll see you in the next video.